And now, it's time for the Ford Advantage, presented by Maritime Ford, home of the 1% rule.
Maritime Ford, Lincoln Mercury, it's time for Maritime.
Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Ford Advantage. I'm Steve Lawson from Maritime Ford, and if you've been listening to my show, you know that last week I was talking about the all-new products that Ford has coming. Well, we talked about the new Mustang, the all-new Ford Super Duty pickup trucks, and I hinted at one product that I was going to devote an entire show to, the all-new Ford Fiesta. It's kind of unusual talking about a vehicle that's been around since 1976 as all new, but a Fiesta hasn't actually been produced on American soil since 1980. Currently, they're being built, well, practically everywhere: Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, Venezuela, China, India, South Africa, all of Europe, and they're being sold everywhere too, except for the United States. These vehicles are classified as what they call B cars, or super minis, which means they're even smaller than, say, a Ford Focus. The number one question I'm asked about this vehicle is what took so long to get it to the U.S.? The answer is actually simple. Until recently, the American consumer wouldn't even consider a vehicle this small. But when gas spiked over $4 a gallon not so long ago, I think Ford finally felt like the time was right to bring it back to America. What has me gushing is how they're bringing it back. This is no Matchbox car. You'll find technology in this vehicle that some luxury vehicles lack. So let's start with the key selling points, and nothing stands out more than 40 miles per gallon. Is this thing working? I said 40 miles per gallon, and it's not a hybrid. But I'm just getting started. This vehicle will also have driver's side knee airbags, the Microsoft Sync system that lets you talk to your iPod or make a hands-free phone call, and my favorite, a 4-inch LCD display that'll show you everything from the station you're listening to your temperature settings, to incoming text messages. This vehicle also comes standard with Ford's exclusive Easy Fuel capless fuel system. So no more check engine lights coming on because you didn't screw on your gas cap tight enough. You'll also have available heated front seats, optional leather trim, 7 different seat color combinations, and integrated blind spot mirrors. They put so much time and effort into making the Fiesta a vehicle that can overcome the typical American's objection to small cars, that when they were done, they realized that, hey, this might just be more than a niche-type vehicle. This could actually be a permanent world-class addition to Ford's already impressive car lineup. This is just a prediction, but I'm predicting that Fiesta is next year's Motor Trend Car of the Year, simply because there's nothing out there like it. By the time you notice the LED lights and the 6-speed automatic transmission, you're already taking for granted things like the acoustic laminated windshield that dramatically reduces the road and wind noise typically associated with smaller cars. So from top to bottom, this vehicle's a game changer. You can even get the Fiesta with a push-button start and say goodbye forever to your car keys. Now, these are things you typically find in a Lexus or a BMW, but Maritime Ford is going to have them this summer in a package that starts around 15 grand. Can you believe this is all coming to you from Ford? Just look at what our car lineup is going to consist of. We start with the Fiesta, move up to the Focus, graduate to a Fusion, and top it off with the Taurus. And every one of these vehicles is an award-winning home run. You have to go back to the 1980s to see Ford dominate the car market like this. And even then, there were holes in our lineup. So from top to bottom today, Ford has you covered. You might remember a few weeks ago I was talking about how Ford avoiding bankruptcy allowed them to continue investing in research and development, and how that investment alone was going to be the real difference between what you saw from Ford in the next couple of years versus what you saw from, say, Chevrolet or Dodge. Well, the Ford Fiesta is the realization of that premise. No one will be able to compete with the technology in these new Ford products. I pretty much guarantee I'll keep you posted. And as always, thanks for your time. Have a great week. Take care, everyone.
You've been listening to the Ford Advantage, presented by Maritime Ford, home of the 1% rule. Don't forget to tune in again next Monday morning at 11:15 for another edition of the Ford Advantage with Steve.
It's time for Maritime. Maritime Ford, Lincoln Mercury. It's time for Maritime. It's time to come and see the Maritime difference. To put the fun back in the buying experience. Maritime Ford, Lincoln Mercury, where you got a friend in us. Maritime